How you get your information.
Our mission at ABC 3340 is simple. We serve.
ABC 3340's Haley Westbrook joins us right now from Tuscaloosa. And
we serve by providing reliable, relevant news and information to people in Central Alabama across all media platforms.
It has been a very, very tame tornado season, and the one thing we have to remember, April 27th was generational, which means for most of us adults, we will not see another day like that in our lifetime.
We serve by making a difference in the lives of our viewers and our neighbors in need.
Thank you. How you doing?
Now we head to New Orleans.
2012 started with the battle in the Big Easy.
We all know New Orleans loves to have a good time. They can throw a party, and for all the activity, all the excitement happening inside here, plenty of fun to be had out here. Take a look.
The Crimson Tide faithful gathered in New Orleans for another BCS National Championship game, and ABC 3340 put our viewers in the middle of the excitement.
Let me bring in Jeff Spiegel.
Our sports team provided in-depth coverage of the players, coaches, and game time drama with live reports, compelling stories, special programming, culminating with an Alabama victory over LSU and a Crystal Trophy celebration.
To present the Coach's Trophy, which is the most coveted award in college sports for college football, to Coach Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now,
our chief photographer, Bill Castle, will take us back and we'll take a look at where we were back in January.
Our focus shifted just weeks later to helping save lives. Tornadoes devastated parts of Central Alabama. At least 2 people died, including a 16-year-old girl from the city of Clay.
The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
Well, I heard the noise about 3 o'clock this morning, and I got my son by the bed, and we were about to rush downstairs.
High winds of approximately 80 to 90 to 100 miles an hour. Vehicles, when I opened up my back door, actually in my bedroom, you could see when we lost power, lights spinning. And as I went to the back door and I opened the back door, I ripped it out of my hand, and it was vehicles in the funnel cloud.
I started knocking out a lot of my windows at my house.
It was just a huge roar, just an eerie, roary, things hitting the house, and, not really being able to see what was going on, but just hearing it.
All of a sudden, our ears started popping. The house literally lifted up, turned, and then came crashing down on top of us.
And all of a sudden, just glass exploded in the house and was flying everywhere. And my daughter come up from, she's got a room in the basement, and we have a guy living upstairs, and he came down, and then we heard over the Heikelbecks, their son was crying for help me, somebody help me. So my daughter went over there and hugged him. I just hugged him, and then we went around back, and Dad was trying to pull stuff out of the swimming pool because that's where he thought his daughter was, because he got blown into the pool along with his son. Well, you see the house, it just raked the whole house into the backyard and into the woods. And he was in the pool, and he figured maybe she'd be there too, but she wasn't. There was many people from the neighborhood came down, and we were scurrying through the woods. It's raining, it's pitch black out, and all of a sudden I looked back at the house, and there was all these lights. So I came back to the house, and they had found her. They had picked her out of the rubble, and they were performing CPR on her, and she was dead.
Emergency officials believe those deaths could have been prevented with safety plans and the use of weather radios.
Catastrophic storms, catastrophic impact.
That's why in February, ABC 3340 launched Do You Have a Plan?
Less than a year later, tornadoes slammed the area again.
The goal of the campaign was to make sure everyone knows how to get warnings, where to go for safety, and what's needed to protect families when severe weather breaks out.
Tornado season just weeks away. Are you prepared?
The Do You Have a Plan campaign included the Storm Alert Tour.
To help keep you safe.
ABC 3340 Chief Meteorologist James Spann and his weather team held community information sessions and provided life-saving advice at 6 different locations across our viewing area. Hundreds of people attended each event.
Thanks to all of you for being here tonight.
The Storm Alert Tour concluded with a live town hall meeting where viewers were able to ask questions live on the air via Facebook and Twitter. And we didn't stop there.
ABC 3340 and your local Ford dealer encourage you to have a severe weather plan.
Severe weather often strikes in the middle of a workday. In an office building or high-rise, go directly to an enclosed windowless area in the center of the building on the lowest floor. Interior stairwells like this are great places to be, and they allow quick access to the lowest floor. And be sure and stay off the elevators. You could be trapped if the power goes away. Do you have a plan?
As part of Do You Have a Plan, ABC 3340 employees program specially priced weather radios for free at public supermarkets and Chick-fil-A restaurants from April to June.
So stop by, grab a milkshake with us. Ebony and Yinu are here as well. They're sort of in the background. And we're also registering folks for those pocket weather radios. We're going to be giving away some of those at the end of the show today.
In March, the 8th annual Brenda LeDunn Conquer Cancer Run was a huge success. The ABC 3340 anchor is a breast cancer survivor. Thousands of runners participate each year, and the event has raised more than $800,000 for the fight against cancer.
This is a special news presentation from ABC 3340.
In April, we dedicated our newscast to a look back on the day that changed Alabama forever.
Alabama changed. Lives shattered. A devastating tornado outbreak destroyed homes, claimed more than 250 lives, and left parts of Alabama broken. Today, 1 year later, Alabama is moving forward. ABC 3340 and Chief Meteorologist James Spann share new insight and stories of hope in April 27th, 1 year later.
Good evening. I'm ABC 3340 Chief Meteorologist James Spann. April 27th, 2011. The day everything changed here in this neighborhood, Pratt City, in the western part of Birmingham and around the state. So many tornadoes, so many lives lost, so much damage. It was a day we will never forget.
On April 27, 2011, 62 tornadoes tore across the state, killing more than 200 people and causing billions of dollars in property damage.
Something that you pray that you never, ever, ever see.
On the 1 year anniversary, we updated the rebuilding effort, featured the people putting their lives back together, and paid tribute to the victims of the storms.
And all you can do is pray for those people.
That I know that I cannot wake up from.
It's controlled chaos back here, basically.
It was awful. It was the most scared I've ever been in my life.
About the time I got through the bathroom door, the back of the house was coming off, and it was a wild ride after that.
Hearing people yelling for help and not being able to do anything because you're the person that needs help too.
We felt the pressurization, heard all the windows implode, and then the next thing we knew, everything was flying around and falling in on us.
Within a minute of us going in the door and getting in the room, it hit.
I'm in my living room watching TV, and I look out the window and hear crashing, and I see the tornado over the corner of the building, and I knew it was coming right at me, so I took cover, did what I could, and the Lord smiled on me.
Live from Alabama's news leader, this is ABC 3340 News at 5.
Tonight, the Auburn community grieves the loss of 3 young lives.
In June, the Auburn football family was rocked by tragedy.
On the shooter, believed to be armed and dangerous. Thanks for tuning in for the news at 5. I'm Honora Gathings. We'll take a close look And this man that you're about to see, 22-year-old Desmonte Leonard. He's wanted in the shootings of 6 people in Auburn last night. 3 died, including 2 former Auburn football players. Police believe he is in Montgomery. Now, Leonard faces 3 capital murder charges following the University Heights.
Gunfire erupted at a pool party at an Auburn apartment complex. 2 former Auburn University football players and another man were killed.
Auburn with ABC 3340's Corey McGinnis, who is live at University Heights. And Corey, Leonard is considered armed and dangerous.
The ABC 3340 news team was first on the scene and provided live, continuous coverage until the gunmen responsible were arrested.
Just left a press conference not too long ago, and they want to catch this guy. He was last seen here right behind me at University Heights Apartments.
ABC 3340 is doing its part to make sure people who don't have the money to stay cool this summer can have the opportunity.
Dangerously hot summer temperatures gave ABC 3340 a chance to help needy families stay cool.
So far, with the help of cash donations, we've collected more than 100 units. 2 of them came from a generous couple from Hoover.
As the old saying goes, when you know better, you do better. And it just touched my heart because I can't imagine that people would not have a fan or an air conditioner.
We partnered with More Than Conquerors Faith Church and our viewers to collect hundreds of free air conditioners and install them in the homes of the elderly and low-income families.
I think it's a blessing.
In August, ABC 3340 teamed up again with More Than Conquerors Faith Church for its back-to-school Respect Rally and Fall Festival.
We've watched it evolve from 500 to 5,000 to 10,000, at one time 20,000.
More than 2,000 children received free school supplies as part of the event. Smith turned himself in to authorities. ABC 3340's Bryant Somerville joins us now. In October, once again, ABC 3340 led the way in team coverage when a high-speed chase turned into a triple homicide.
Down Highway 78 onto Minor Parkway behind me.
Yeah, ABC 3340's Kevin Stewart is live now in Hanceville with our team coverage of this tragedy. Kevin, what can you tell us about the victims?
Well, Dave, I talked to several close friends of the family who told me just how concerned they were when they could not find the family last night.
Live from Dallas, it's a Texas-sized showdown brought to you by BB.
Fall means football in Alabama.
Here's sports director Mike Rada.
And the Crimson Tide are in the house. The team arrived here at Cowboy Stadium about 45 minutes ago. Even though the faces don't show it, I'm sure there's a lot of excitement and a lot of nerves, especially for the guys who are filling pretty big shoes of players that helped the school win the national title last year, but who have since moved on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Texas-sized showdown. Number 2 Alabama against number 8 Michigan.
ABC 3340 provided special live coverage from Dallas, Texas for the festivities and fanfare as the University of Alabama opened its season against Michigan.
Number 2 versus number 8 in the nation coming up next. Enjoy the game, everybody. We'll see you afterwards.
$80,000 toys for deserving boys and girls. That's the goal for the Toys for Tots campaign. For nearly 26 hours, ABC 3340 has been asking you to donate new unwrapped toys for needy children this holiday season. Chief Meteorologist. The holiday season was brighter as ABC 3340 helped to make Christmas special for low-income families. James, we've just gotten word we've reached that goal.
We are breathing easier. We made it with about 45 minutes to spare. By the way, Dave, did you ever eat Play-Doh when you were a child? Did you ever eat this stuff?
It's good.
You know, I used to eat it and my hair fell out, so I'd advise caution not to do that. No, this is an example of what people have been bringing in here all day. It started last night. We really had a pretty deep need about 24 hours ago, but the response has been tremendous. And again, this is
we partnered with the Marines for Toys for Tots.
Some people have really gone out of their way to bring in some fantastic stuff, but you can imagine the smiles on the kids' faces on Christmas morning.
And our viewers came through by donating more than 80,000 toys for needy children during the Christmas season. There's no place like home for the holidays, and 2 deserving families got brand new homes for their holidays.
This is really a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to be a homeowner, but had no idea as to how I was going to get there.
Habitat for Humanity and ABC 3340 joined forces with hundreds of volunteers to hang sheetrock, paint, and hammer.
2 area families received what they are calling the best Christmas gift ever, a home for the holidays.
2 weeks later, ABC 3340 General Manager Mike Murphy handed over the keys to 2 young mothers and their children in an emotional ceremony.
And hundreds of volunteers built the 2 homes in the past 2 weeks. The families say they are overwhelmed by the volunteer efforts and the charitable donations that made this day possible.
We're going to move stuff in like day by day. Hopefully it'll be, pretty neat by Christmas.
My very next step is purchasing a Christmas tree so I can put it in the living room.
But I also couldn't be prouder of what this team has accomplished this season.
The year ended with another University of Alabama championship.
I just can't be prouder of a group of guys.
It is official. The University of Alabama will get a chance to defend its national championship title. After winning a tough game against Georgia today, they are now bringing home the SEC championship. Hello, everyone, and good Saturday evening to you. I'm Bryant Somerville. Thank you for choosing ABC 3340.
We provided special coverage of the Crimson Tide victory over the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC championship game in Atlanta.
I'm just incredibly proud and happy for them that they were able to accomplish something of significance and something that last year's team didn't accomplish.
There were 6 lead changes in today's game, most ever in an SEC title game. And it took the entire 60 minutes before Alabama could seal the deal. When it was over, it was a mixture of relief and joy.
Everybody made plays today. We all messed up and we all did well. And we challenged ourselves to push ourselves to win this game, and that's what happened. I mean, it's a pretty dominant conference. I think now we've won it, which shows a lot. And, hopefully we'll continue on to the next one.
Until today, Alabama under Nick Saban had won more national championships than they had SEC championships. Now it's even, 2-2, although that could change again in 37 days. We'll have much more coming up from the championship game in sports at the Georgia Dome. I'm Mike Rada, ABC 3340 Sports.
That victory sealed a berth to the BCS National Championship game and another national title.
Edward Birch is back to share some of your comments. Ed.
Brenda, we got a lot of people on our Facebook page.
This year and every year, the heart of our commitment is to our viewers and our communities.
Or here in the newsroom, we're sending out updates immediately.
To reach out over the air and through social media to provide the latest, most comprehensive news and information.
No doubt the way you get your news is changing.
To reach out and find ways to make a difference in people's lives.
Here's your keys.
Thank you so much.
It's who we are and what we do.
And we wanted to know from our viewers,
it's why ABC 3340 is Alabama's news leader.
Mobile and TV, ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.